Hey, it's Jalesha and welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I achieve this fall look, then just keep watching. So starting off in the Makeup Revolution palette, I'm going to take that burnt orange shade and I'm going to just blend that into my crease. Taking the lighter orange shade at the top of the palette, I'm going to apply that over top of that dark orange just to kind of lighten up the crease a little bit, but I am going to just blend both of those shades together. And it's okay to get a little messy with this part because we're going to use other shadows just to clean it up everything. It's just back and forth in that crease and build it how you like it. Next, going in with the Nubian 2 palette, I'm going to take that dark brown shade and I'm kind of just going to pack that into my crease as well. And this is an e.l.f. stipple brush. I'm going to just kind of just build that up to blend in with those two orange shades. And like every other video, Marlo is beside me asleep and snoring, so try to just disregard him if you do hear him. And then I'm going to take a clean BH Cosmetics brush just to blend everything in together. Going back in with the Nubian 2 palette, I'm going to take that gold shadow and I'm going to apply that to my lid. I'm not going to apply it over the entire lid, but I am going to bring it close to that brown just so they kind of can just meet. And this is a more yellow gold shade. And I'm using a Morphe shadow brush to apply that shadow. To just go back to the next side and just blend. I do go back in with the brown shade just to pick up any shadow that may have been lost after applying the gold. And then get your clean brush and just clean up any areas and blend everything back in. And I do use a makeup wipe just to clean up any fallout. Next, taking a liquid liner, I'm going to go ahead and draw on my wing. And I promise I tried to do a small wing because I didn't want to lose focus on the eyeshadows, but knowing me, I just happened to just drag the liner and end up being larger than what I wanted, but it's all good. And Marlo huffs and puffs in the background. And I did apply the other wing off camera because it was just not working. But taking this Benefit mascara, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my lashes before I do apply my false lashes. This is a really good mascara. I think I'm going to go back and get the full size. Going in with the Fenty, I believe it's the Soft Matte Primer. I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over my face. And using my orange concealer by L.A Girl, I'm going to go ahead and just color correct under the eye. And this is a little trick I've been using, going in with the Fenty setting powder in Nutmeg. I'm going to just apply that in the areas where I do get the oiliest, and I do that before I apply my liquid foundation. Going in with the Fenty matte foundation, I'm going to just apply that all over the face as well. And don't come for me, y'all, but I'm sorry. I am not a huge fan of this foundation, but I spent the money for it, so might as well use it. I'm just going to use this foundation brush and just blend everything in. Taking this concealer, the Don't Settle concealer, I'm going to apply that to my under eye. And I'm just going to do the front part of the under eye and then the outer part of the under eye just to get a more lifting effect. But I would say this is a pretty lightweight concealer. So I did have to go back in with more because as I was blending out, it kind of just wiped off. But I'm going to let that sit for a little bit before I do blend it out. And then just taking a sponge, I'm going to just go ahead and just blend that concealer out. Like I said, it's a pretty lightweight concealer, so you may have to apply more to get the look that you want. And I do like a lighter under eye, so that's what I'm going to do. Apply a little bit more in the areas that I do want to be more highlighted. And just using that damp sponge, I'm just going to keep blending. So apply a little bit more to the front part of my under eye, and then I'm going to go in actually with this Morphe brush just to blend the concealer out the second time. And this time I kind of did get more of that lifting effect, and it was also highlighted the way I wanted it. And I'm going to also apply some to the nose, the chin, and the forehead. Again, just to get that more highlighted look. Go back in with the sponge to blend any harsh lines. And I do take some banana powder just to set the areas where I did apply the concealer. And this is the Makeup Revolution setting powder in the shade Banana. I just use a Real Techniques brush just to apply a sheer coat on. I don't really let it sit too long. And when I mean sheer, just a light coat. And then I'm going to just set my face and then take the sponge just to blend everything back out. Going in with my Maybelline Superstay foundation stick, I'm going to contour. And then going back in with that banana powder, I'm just going to sharpen up the contour. And I do just use that same sponge. I'm not big on switching out sponges and brushes, y'all. So yeah, I kind of just use the same sponge and brushes a lot. But I'm going to go in with that Almay foundation powder. I'm just going to use that powder just to set the entire face. And I'm using a larger brush by BH Cosmetics. And this also gets rid of any harsh lines that you may have from your concealer and contour, excuse me. Going back in with the Milani setting spray, I'm going to take that and apply it to my face. And again, just keep blending to make sure everything looks set and uniform. And back in with my NARS contour and highlight palette, I'm going to go back in just to kind of like warm up the face a little bit more and bronze up the cheeks, because we all know that is my favorite contour palette. Back in with the Makeup Revolution palette, I'm going to go back in with that first shade and apply that to my bottom lid. And then I'm going to go back in with that brown shadow. I don't actually apply any extra product. I just use what was left over on that brush. And then I go in with this brown liner and pencil liner. And this is just to kind of make everything blended on the bottom lids. But I really didn't want to use black. I really been liking brown liner. And back in with the Benefit Mascara. I'm going to apply that to my lower lashes. Lashes are on, and let's go in with my favorite MAC lipstick. It will be listed below in the description box. I'm going to kind of use it to line the lips, and then go in with my dose of colors over the top gloss and apply that to the center and just blend those shades together. But of course, I had to go in with my Ludacris lip gloss by Milani and just add a little bit more to the lips. And yeah, that completes it. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I absolutely love fall, guys. I love my oranges. I love my golds and yellows and browns. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye.